The other day, a storm was brewing. A big one, the kind that makes you think about flashlights, batteries, and food. So, I did what anyone would do. I went to my pantry to build a 3-day emergency kit. Simple, right? Just grab some cans and boxes. But as I stood there, surrounded by colorful packages, a different storm brewed in my mind. A storm of questions. I picked up a can of soup. The label showed a rustic bowl, hearty and wholesome, but the nutrition facts told a different story. Sky-high sodium, a novel-length ingredient list. This wasn't just soup, it was a science experiment. I started pulling more items. Canned pasta, crackers, instant meals. Each one promised comfort on the front, but the back revealed a chemical cocktail. My fortress of flavor was a minefield of metabolic mayhem. The foods I trusted for emergencies might be quietly undermining my health. It hit me. Preparing for the future isn't just about having food, it's about having the right food. We stock our pantries for security, but what security is there in food that could harm us? My simple task became an investigation. It was time to decode these labels, expose pantry dangers, and reclaim what food security really means. Food security should mean nourishment, not just sustenance. We need to understand what we're actually putting into our bodies. The front of the package tells a comforting story, but the truth is on the back. If we want real peace of mind, we have to look past the marketing. The real emergency isn't the storm outside, it's what's lurking in our cupboards. Let's find out what's really in our pantry staples, and let's make sure our emergency food is actually food. Let's talk about the front of the box, the food manufacturer's billboard. Words like natural, wholesome, and artisan paint a picture of a small, caring company, but the reality is often a massive factory. These terms are marketing tools, legally vague, emotionally potent. Natural sounds great, but the FDA's definition is loose. It can mean nothing artificial, but says nothing about pesticides or GMOs. Even high-fructose corn syrup can be labeled all natural. Then there's the imagery, perfect tomatoes, golden honey, flawless pancakes. These aren't candid shots. They're staged by food stylists using tricks like motor oil for syrup. The front of the package is a fantasy, designed to trigger your appetite and bypass your critical thinking. It's a performance, with comforting language and idealized images to create trust. They want you to grab the box without a second thought. But real knowledge isn't found on the front. To get to the truth, you have to turn the box over. The ingredient list is where the real story begins. Don't let marketing decide what you eat. Let's dig deeper. Flip the package over and you'll find the unholy trinity: inflammatory oils, excessive sodium, and artificial additives. These three extend shelf life, but can shorten yours. First, the oils, not the good kind, but cheap, highly processed seed oils. Soybean, corn, canola. They're high in omega-6 fats, which, in excess, fuel inflammation. Next, sodium. Salt is essential, but processed foods are loaded with it, sometimes more than your daily limit in one serving. Finally, artificial additives, colors, preservatives, sweeteners, and flavor enhancers. They're everywhere, and we're eating more of them than ever. The long-term effects of this chemical cocktail are still being discovered. These ingredients turn innocent pantry staples into potential health hazards. Let's break down each one. Let's zoom in on oils. Vegetable oil on a label is a red flag. It's usually a blend of cheap, highly refined oils, soybean, corn, canola, made with high heat and chemical solvents. These oils are high in omega-6 fats, and our modern diet is overloaded with them. Historically, we ate a balanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. Now, it's 20-1. This imbalance fuels chronic inflammation, a slow-burning fire linked to heart disease, diabetes, and more. Watch for vague terms like vegetable oil and especially partially hydrogenated oil. the main source of trans fats. Even if the label says zero trans fat, trace amounts can still lurk. The crispy texture in crackers and pastries comes at a cost to your health. Choose better fats: olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, whenever possible. Now let's talk sodium. Your body needs only a small amount, about 500 milligrams a day. But a single can of soup can have over 2,000 milligrams, more than a day's worth. Salt is a cheap preservative and flavor enhancer, masking bland ingredients. High sodium intake raises blood pressure, strains your heart and kidneys, and increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. Sodium hides under many names: sodium benzoate, sodium nitrate, MSG, even baking soda. Always check the nutrition facts panel for milligrams and percent daily value. You'll be shocked how quickly it adds up. The more processed the food, the more sodium it likely contains. Don't let salt sneak up on you. Your heart will thank you. The last member of the unholy trinity: artificial additives. Preservatives like BHA, BHT, and TBHQ keep oils from spoiling, but some studies raise health concerns. Artificial colors, red 40, yellow 5, make food look appealing, but have been linked to behavioral issues and are banned in some countries. Flavor enhancers like MSG and artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose are everywhere, with long-term effects still debated. These chemicals are tested in isolation, but we eat them in combination every day. Real food doesn't need a chemistry set. The more additives you see, the more cautious you should be. Choose foods with ingredients you recognize. Let's tour the pantry and spot the usual suspects. Canned soup, often loaded with sodium, MSG, and unhealthy oils. Boxed macaroni and cheese, bright dyes, stabilizers, and lots of salt. Instant ramen, refined flour, unhealthy fats, and a sodium bomb in the flavor packet. Crackers and cookies, refined oils, white flour, sugar, and salt. Salad dressings, often soybean oil, sugar, and preservatives. Make your own with olive oil and vinegar. Even jarred pasta sauce can be packed with sugar and sodium. Cured meats rely on sodium nitrates and nitrites, linked to health risks. The more processed and long-lasting the food, the more likely it contains the unholy trinity. The danger isn't immediate, it's a slow siege. Each meal adds a little more sodium, inflammatory oil, and artificial additive. Over time, this leads to chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, and metabolic stress. You might feel tired, foggy, or achy, and blame it on age, not realizing your pantry is the culprit. Our bodies are resilient, but constant exposure wears them down. Eventually, minor symptoms become your new normal. The food meant to provide security is quietly undermining your health. It's a Trojan horse, convenience on the outside, hidden harm within. Don't settle for just okay. Your pantry should help you thrive, not just survive. We've seen the enemy. Now it's time for a counterattack: label liberation. Become a food detective. Start with the ingredient list, not the nutrition facts. Look for simplicity. 5 ingredients or fewer is a good rule. If you can't pronounce it or wouldn't cook with it, put it back. Ingredients are listed by weight. If sugar, salt, or refined oil is in the top 3, beware. Sugar hides under many names: dextrose, maltodextrin, high fructose corn syrup. Choose products with real, recognizable ingredients and better fats. True food security means a pantry that nourishes you, not just fills you up. Stock up on basics: rice, beans, lentils, canned fish and water or olive oil, and high-quality fats. Learn to cook more from scratch. It's an investment in your health. Your future self will thank you. Don't let marketing decide what you eat. Go forth and read some labels.